Morning guys! So today we've driven up to see Carl, who dropped us that Corona off, and he's got we're getting a bargain here, we've got 3 solar panels to go on the roof, all 80 watts, so that's going to bump up our solar. And one of these things, he says it's not as good as like a proper one, it's a Chinese one, but it should help us even more with the power situation. And the sun is shining, so yeah, we're getting a solar upgrade. Purdie's just on his roof now. Caitlin's just playing with his car. You're happy to be you're happy to be somewhere else, aren't you, darling? Yeah, he's just on the roof now, getting them off. Can I get out, darling? So yeah, he'll be getting on with that this week. There you go, love. It's recording.
Oh, thank you.
Morning guys! So we managed to get them solar panels off, and they've been in the back of the van for the last couple of weeks now, haven't they?
Yeah.
And while we're here and in lockdown, we've had the bits ordered that we need. Are you being a doggy?
Yeah, 380 watt
we've had
solar
the bits,
panels.
Yeah, we've had the bits ordered that we need.
And an MPPT charger. We've got some bits. But look at this.
We've just got a delivery.
Look at that. Close up. That looks like blood.
It isn't blood though, you can tell it's not blood.
I don't care.
I don't know what
But anyway,
everything,
as we've been doing with all mail and post that's been
with
coming.
Anything that goes anywhere near the van is getting disinfected.
I carry a nappy bag with a few wet wipes soaked in Dettol. So literally everything's going to be coming out of its packaging.
Yeah.
Completely. Well guys, that's everything unwrapped and disinfected and leaving it out in the sunlight, because apparently UV light helps to exterminate the C word. Why isn't life ever simple? The C word has struck down the hardware shop, so I can't get no hinges or brackets. So sometimes you just have to make do and mend, don't you? That's the old runner off my dad's greenhouse, the old greenhouse. So one is going to try and adapt that into some hinges or some brackets to put the solar panels on. That came out. I wonder what I can do with that. Adapt and overcome. Well guys, it's a bit breezy up here, but I've got those hinges done, like so, and if I just pull them bolts out, I need to put a prop on there, which will hold that in place, and then drop them back down. Same on that side, tighten them up, and I've also done that side as well. So it's hinged on both sides, so it'll either lift that way or that way. So that's that one sorted. Next I've got another 2 panels to go down there. We've got a hinged solar panel, which should help things in winter. Hi.
Hi.
What we doing?
I'm working.
What am I doing? What have I done first?
You're doing the solar.
I'm doing the solar.
Finally.
Yeah.
We've had a very long time.
How long have those 3 panels been sat in the back of the van?
Way before lockdown.
Yeah, way before lockdown. So I've decided that, well, we've got a bit of cover up here. It's a miserable day outside, wet, raining. I've decided to get on with the solar. I've already done the fridge. I've hardwired that into the fuse box because we snapped a cable on the fridge to the 12 volt. So I've hardwired that in now, and we also have a light, so as we can see in the fridge now. So that's 2 little jobs I've done. Got that to change, split charger. After Kirsty, sorry, it was the rice pudding, wasn't it, Kirsty?
Yes, it was the rice pudding.
It wasn't you.
No,
no, you had nothing to do with it.
No.
So it wasn't your arm that was attached to the other end of the rice pudding.
I moved the rice pudding and it wanted to stick itself to the electric cable. What was I supposed to do?
Simple, isn't it? Kaylin is with the neighbours. What an awesome build this is. And I'm going to get Donna while the van's really untidy.
No!
Yes, we've got to get that bit in. But we'll give you a full tour.
Sandwich making.
You've prepped lunch, haven't you?
I have. I don't
Yes,
know, I think
and it was very nice too.
Well. See, chicken went down well the next day, didn't it?
It did. It did. It certainly did.
Make some cool ones. And
Yeah.
little one had a ham sandwich and ate lots of cucumber and a yoghurt.
And do you need to go to the toilet, madam?
No, tell him you've been going lots, haven't you? You've been a fab.
You're very clever.
Oh, you're going to show your teddy off, aren't you?
So yeah, we'll be doing a full van tour on this Cosy
When
Adventures.
it's clean and tidy.
If you're not subscribed already, guys, make sure you go and check them out
Thumbs up and
and give them a thumbs up and a like, because John is doing an awesome build on this bus. It's all happening at our van. I've never fitted solar before, haven't got a clue what I'm doing. So, and the last time I was up a ladder and on top of that roof, I nearly killed myself. Go and check that video out, guys. Nothing ever goes to plan. By mounting those there on the side, I figured hinge the panels, but by trying to get the nuts and bolts through there, it's made it really difficult. So I'm going to take the hinges back off, mount them to the solar panel first, and then do those from the other side. Hopefully that'll make it a little easier. I nearly dropped the panel off the top of the roof there, so yeah, I won't try that again.
Wouldn't it be nice to be able to go to a shop and buy the van of your choice, brand new, and then do a build?
What, you mean like that off-grid nomad dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad couldn't
Yeah.
believe it when he
I've got all this money.
Yeah.
And Yeah, just do me that, and can you put that in as well? I don't know what it must be like to be a rich professional YouTuber.
You know what I think, Ronnie? I think that really Purdie and Kirsty have got another van secretly tucked away, right?
No, I think they've got a 5-bed mansion.
Right?
5-bed mansion tucked away. And all their YouTube money.
No, that's that off-grid nomad dude. So we've got the big fat ugly MPPT solar charger up, the panels are up, and next I'm going to get some expert tuition on how to solder. Aren't I, John? Yeah. So I need to uncouple the positive lead from the battery. In the van. Don't say that. So that's the positive from the existing panel uncoupled. Do you want to say that again?
Well, I'll do it again anyway. On the second one, get it in there, make sure you've got a nice pool of solder in there. Start working the solder around it and you'll just see it just soak it up when it gets up to temperature.
Cool.
Make sure both bits you're soldering are tinted well.
Yep.
Make sure you've got a nice pool in there, and then same again, you just get them melted nicely, make sure they all melt nice together, put it away, let them cool down, and you'll see that they're both beautifully melted nicely together. It's as easy as that. But if you don't tint both sides, you will just struggle. A lot of people will put both bits straight in there and start trying to plaster the solder in. It just doesn't work. That's the best way of doing it. Tint both items you're going to solder together, a nice pool on your soldering iron, and you'll never pull that apart. That's 100% awesome.
Okay.
As easy as that, look.
As easy as that.
Do you want to try?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll,
Yeah, but not really.
we'll snip that solder off. We'll quickly redo it.
You've done this once before, haven't you?
Only a couple of times, mate. Go sparingly with the solder because you'll need that for your roof and your panels. You've got a nice pool going there already, so just work with one at a time.
So,
Drop that side, get ready with the solder. Just put it on there. Start working some solder around the edges. Nope, just leave it on there. Leave it on there. Use a solder down the sides on the gun itself until the cable starts getting hot. Now you can just touch the cable. No, don't turn it around. It will soak up. Use that on it. That'll do. Plenty on there.
is that good?
Let's have a look. No, it's not gone all the way around. You don't twist this. If you twist the cable, you'll unwind the cable and you'll make a mess.
Right.
All you do is make sure the item you're going to do is on there.
Right.
And you just plaster it all around the outside to get the cable hot, and then you can just go along the cable. Look.
Oh, right.
As easy as
Okay.
that. Pull it off, let it cool down, and you've got it. It will just soak up itself.
Right.
Don't twist the cable. Just sit the cable on it. Solder each side, and then it'll get to the stage where it gets nice and hot, and it'll soak it in itself. Go and plaster some solder on each side. There you go. Now run a bit along the top. It's nice and hot, and it'll just soak it all up, and then pull it off. Don't need to twist it. It'll run round. when it gets up to temperature, it'll just flow and stick to it. You don't need to twist the cable.
All right.
And now it's just putting them side by sides in the nice puddle until they melt and bind together. Sometimes, yeah, pull it off. You ain't got a big enough puddle, look.
Right.
Let's turn this round, it's now dropped off, look. It's always nice to try and keep your iron straight. Get a nice pull going, and then side by side, lay it in the pool, it all melts together, and then pull them away, holding them together. A little, that's it, nice and cool, and bang, they should have just all flowed nicely together. If you look that side, look at that, look, beautifully done by an expert.
There we go.
You'll not pull that apart.
Excellent. Right.
Happy with that?
It's a crash course in soldering done.
You see what I mean about do not sit there twisting it.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Just
if it's
dab
hot
it
enough and you've got it on the side, that will heat up and then bang, it'll just suck it in. It'll just attach to it. If you start twisting that around, you'll unfray your cable and it'll just go bleh and make a right mess.
So which one does this one run into then, John?
Right.
That next one would be negative.
You've got black from there going
Yeah.
to your positive on that one.
Yeah.
So you should have a negative one. Got to go to the positive of that panel.
So the negative one goes to the positive of this panel. Right. Negative, positive.
oversee him so he don't blow himself up.
I'll leave the window open. You didn't see smoke going out of mine.
I'm not bothered about blowing myself up. Blowing myself up, I'm done with. If I blow the van up and survive, I'll never hear the last of it.
I like to keep you as well, because you are very helpful.
I'm good in bed, aren't I?
Yeah, you're not bad.
What do you mean I'm not bad?
Well, I've stayed for 13 years, love, so...
I'm glad I was recording that. I say I'm glad I was recording that bit.
Serious?
Evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done it to him. These two people. So, but he didn't stand there and take the shit, he had right stand there. But Jamie didn't. And I think we got kicked off anyway.
Well, that's the panels wired up in series. I'm going to recite that because that's a 30 amp controller and it's powerful enough to take the 3 panels. So I'm going to put that up there and This one is going to be a spare for the spare solar panel that we have, which won't fit on the roof, but we'll be able to just plug it in accordingly. So that will give us 390 watts of solar with the portable panel. Well, apparently we have some success. He's a lucky guy, that says. He's always getting sucked. So, thanks, John.
No worries.
Cosy Adventures knows what he's doing. Purdie, on the other hand, doesn't. But now I do. And I'm a professional solderer as well now.
Professional solderer.
A professional 3-minute course. Well, all right, 15, 30 minutes maybe. But yeah, professional solderer. And I can now wire solar panels in series.
You beauty.
Oh, hey, standing ovation.
Congratulations.
John's on his knees ovating me.
Special celebration.
We couldn't get away early enough, but Paul's back.
Well, I had to come back to see if he set fire to it.
Yeah.
I might do it for my vlogs.
Entertainment.
Viking
We've had bye Felicia already.
Yeah.
Bye bye boondockers. Boom. So, the last split charger that Kirsty kindly blew up for me. We have another one. And now we've lost a washer. So it's main battery to the red stud. Earth connected. And auxiliary battery to the silver stud. I'll just tighten them up. Well, we have a red light on there, so that's charging. Thanks very much, Kirsty, for giving me all the extra hard work. It's much appreciated. Love you, sweetheart.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.